Our world is not still. We live in an age of information overload with a heightened level of distractibility that is dizzying. According to Microsoft, our attention span has shortened from 12 seconds to 8 just in the last decade. That's shorter than the attention span of a goldfish. With our minds spinning out of control on this information highway, as Christ followers, we must bring all this spinning to a standstill if His kingdom is to come through us. Redemptive, transformative ministry begins with learning to still ourselves in the presence and the promises of the life-giving, truth-speaking God. This is the first practice of ministry. It's the epicenter of the 6 remaining practices. Like the hub of a wheel, if it's missing or neglected, all the rest of ministry collapses on itself because it doesn't have the support of the center. But what does that mean? What does it look like to be still in the presence and the promises of God? How do we minister out of that stillness? Psalm 46:10 reads, "Be still and know that I am God." Now, what we translate here as still in English, in the Hebrew, it literally means drop it out of your hands. It's human to want and to try to control our circumstances and others, but it's a lie from hell to believe we can. Because we don't possess such power, it's a setup for anxiety, anger, even depression. In contrast, God calls us to shift our focus and desire from demanding absolute control over our circumstances and others to discovering and trusting in His control over both. Psalm 37:7 reads, "Be still and wait patiently on the Lord." What is translated here as still is an entirely different Hebrew word than is found in Psalm 46:10. Instead of meaning drop it from your hands, it means to be mute. It's as if God is saying, hush, stop talking and listen to me. I have something to say to you, and don't fidget impatiently. I will reveal this to you in my perfect timing. But you must be still to hear me. Are you listening? To minister out of this stillness in His presence and His promises, we must drop from our hands anyone and anything, allowing it all to fall into the hands of God. We must quiet ourselves so we can hear the voice of God and discover what He wants to reveal about Himself and ourselves in our not so controllable world. When we have let go and stopped talking, we are still. When we are still, we're able to rest in His presence and promises. And it's here, out of this depth and powerful richness of experience, we're being prepared to minister in His name.